Let's go ahead and get started now. First of all, thank you for taking time and joining this today's session. We're going to talk about how Microsoft Dynamics Sales help you to boost your sales effectively and even close your deals faster. So this session is planned for 45 minutes, and I'll just take 10 minutes to just the introduction and set the context, and then my colleague Vidyaram will take care of the product walkthrough. Okay. Okay, let's move on. Before that, just a bit of housekeeping. Today, all the participants are on mute mode now, and we'll have a Q&A at the end of these product walkthrough. And if you have any questions, you can use the raise up hand, or you can use the chat window to raise your questions. We'll answer at the end of the session, and definitely we'll answer all your questions by end of this demonstrations today. Okay. So just introduce myself. My name is Prakash Kandaraj. I look after the sales and marketing for CETAS, and my colleague Vidyaram, who heads CRM practice, he is going to walk through the Microsoft Dynamics sales for the today to sell, how you can accelerate your sales process to close your deal faster. Okay. Before that, just a brief about CETAS. As a company, we are a Microsoft Dynamics Gold partner from Chennai, India, and we have an office in Dubai and Bangalore. We focus majorly in the Microsoft Dynamics Biz Apps called both ERP and CRM offerings plus Power Platform. So today we are going to focus more on the Microsoft Dynamics CRM product portfolio. Just a bit about product journey from CETAS for the last 10 years, how our journey so far. We're there for the last 10 in the market now with 100 plus members team across 3 locations, and we have done close around 250 plus engagement across be it implementation, support, or upgrade or migrations, also our ISV product lines. Okay, so what you can see on the top is Microsoft product offerings and LS offerings, and what you can see down is called CETAS ISV product offerings. That's what we have built in on top of Microsoft product portfolio, and that's what our credibility in the market with both the Microsoft Dynamics Gold partner plus the ISV partner. These are a few set of customers we have delivered across the industries, both ERP as well as CRM applications. Okay. Okay. Let's move on to today's topic. Okay, so before getting to the product today, the webinar agenda, what we're going to focus today is that what is Microsoft Biz Apps today. If you definitely understand, I will be aware of it today. Microsoft Biz Apps globally number one Biz Apps offering both CRM and ERP applications for the growing mid-size and large enterprise in the market today. And with Microsoft Biz Apps is nothing but consists of Microsoft Business Applications, Power Platform, and CDS called Common Data Service is all put together, offering a AI-driven, data-driven applications for the people to make informed decision making. And as per Satya Nadella, like empower every person, every enterprise in the industry to plan to achieve more. That's what the Biz Apps is built for. The beauty is that all this application you can use single applications or together with, for example, Business Central can be used with the sales, or all the CRM applications or financial operations can be used with other applications, and most importantly, the Power Platform where how you can collaborate with your external internal stakeholders. That's the beauty of the Microsoft Biz Apps. Okay. And today we're going to focus on the majorly, what are the challenges faced by the today's sellers in this market, and how this interaction with be it your customer, be it your prospect, be it your partners, be it your sales colleagues, how system drives your sales, challenges what face in the market today. Today, if you notice that there are 3 pillars. One is that people in the sellers are feeling that there are close to 59% of the people, they have to have a what you call manual driven systems, be it Excel sheet or silos of data with the manual driven CRM systems. One. Second is that they have to face close to average of 15 plus people internally. I'm talking about your product team, your, maybe with your different hierarchy of, structure of your organization in terms of your approval process, or your sales team, pre-sales team, or your technology team. You have to get approval from your, people to send the code to customer, all that. So in on average, every deal, people are, working with or collaborating with 15 plus people internally, okay, plus 8 to 10 people externally. I talk about, from the customer side, where you have to meet different rules within the customer side, be it your CEO, CXO levels or IT level, or product VP level people. You have to interact with the customers. So that forces the sales people, your sellers, to face long sales cycle. One, sales complexity, right? And most importantly, because of your manual driven systems or multiple legacy applications, or Excel driven, the sales people forced to spend more time on manual system, therefore their productivity lost. Okay, that's the today context for your today webinar. So how you can boost your sales people effectively with set of tools and best practices technology from Microsoft, Biz Apps. That's called Microsoft Dynamics Sales Applications today. So with that, how Microsoft Dynamics Sales Applications help you to provide the collaboration. One. Second is the process where how you can align your sales process to meet your company sales process. Therefore, you can improvise your sales process and submit your code to customer faster and close your deal faster. And third thing is how you can make informed decision making with your to win faster deals. More and above, there are set of additional tools that's called enterprise tools from Microsoft, which help you to further enhance your relationship with the customer. Be it your, for example, LinkedIn sales, where you can collaborate your customer or accounts to ensure that how you can connect your people, how you connect your prospect to ensure that you can get more leads. Okay. Second is Microsoft Dynamics marketing, how you can nurture your leads. Okay. Or if you're going to beyond your sales, talking about how Microsoft Dynamics CRM systems. Okay. All are work as an individual applications, but when you collaborate, when you bring in everything in one together, you'll perform better. You perform much more productivity and operate customer experience for your customers. So today, Microsoft Dynamics Sales offers a complete CRM platform which connects your process, connect your data, connect your people to ensure that all are work in a single application, to ensure that you have a full interaction with your customer to offer personalized customer engagement to better sales performance, and therefore you have actionable insights. Okay, these are the different activity of from seller to your customer, and therefore your sales team to bring in everyone into single platform. Okay, that's what Microsoft offers today, with again absolutely with Microsoft Azure cloud offerings, where everything in the cloud platform, where you can collaborate much more intelligent with Outlook, your Office 365, Microsoft Modern Workspace, all that. So what is going to focus today for the today webinar? Okay, how Microsoft Dynamics Sales help you to make better data-driven decision making. Second is how systems help you to increase your productivity, therefore modernize your productivity by unlocking your all your process and workflows and informations, activity tracking, all that. The third thing is called how you can quickly run. That means how you can implement quickly and foster your adaptability of your applications. Okay, so with this, my colleague will definitely walk you through the product demonstrations on the all the set of tools which talking about be it your interfacing with your Outlook, MS Office, sales flow, sales playbook in terms of activity tracking, and then lead funnel management, and how you can interact with your stakeholders internally, externally, and then your reporting dashboard. Okay, so these are the few in terms of identify how you can connect your customers and buyers, and how you can personalize your engagement with your customers, and how you can focus on the opportunity, where with your lead scoring methodology or funnel management, how you can work on the lead that can be closed faster or that can have more value to your business. And I talked about the platform which allow you to collaborate better, wherein how you can tailor the interaction with through Outlook, wherein you can today Microsoft provides 30 to 40% of your work can be done with Outlook itself in terms of converting your lead to opportunity, or converting email into lead, or sending a code to customer. Okay, all can be done via Outlook itself. Okay, and with your teams you can collaborate in terms of approval mechanisms, sharing a document, all can be managed. Okay, also you can see your dashboards in team itself. Okay, with the embedded Power BI dashboards which allow you to inform decision making. Yeah. I talked about the workflow, where how you can connect your sales pipeline, the sales process, where how you can configure. The good part is that these are the adaptable platform where you can configure. You want to start with the basic process, and as and when you can configure, customize your workflow, or you want to from the day one you want to kind of configure and use your custom specific flow. You can do that as well. That's the beauty of Microsoft Dynamic Sales, which offer very built-in the sales process flow, or you want to bring in your own flow, you can do that as well. Yeah, so I talked about how you can get up quickly running with offering a pre-built application. There are two product portfolio or apps, one called Sales Professional and Sales Enterprise. With the Sales Professional, within a month you can start quick and run your application faster. That's from the what we as a partner with Microsoft Sales application as a partner of CETAS, we can add a value to your business. So with this, I'll take my colleague Vidya Ram for the product demonstrations. Vidya, over to you.
Thank you, Prakash. Let me quickly share my screen. So today I would like to start off with the initial process flow. I mean, basically to start off with how Dynamics 365, sales module can help you in, having a better collaboration as well as managing your sales process effectively, and how seamless it can be, utilized for better reporting as well. So this is going to be more to do with the sales module, like what Prakash has mentioned. So for today's agenda, I'm going to start off with the Outlook collaboration, and then a mobile app feature, and moving on to the CRM for the standard feature functionalities, and eventually I will quickly brief about the provision that we have for roles for permissions and security. So this is the application that we are talking about. It's basically a web application. It is available on all browsers, as well as any mobile platform that we are talking about. I will be demonstrating the mobile app as well. So starting with, let's say we receive an email from a customer. Let's say, for example, this is my customer. So from Outlook, I will be able to create a lead or a contact. All I have to do is click the Dynamics 365 icon, and it is going to help me identify whether this particular customer, which is Megan in this case, is part of my CRM database or not. So what system has done now is it has primarily identified it is not, this email address is not available. And the minute I click, let's say, add as a lead or a contact, so now you could see system is going to pre-populate a few values. So which means it is not necessary for the salesperson to type the email once again or the name of the person once again. So it is going to get pre-populated automatically. So this is one possible way of how you can create a lead through an email or from an Outlook. So here you could notice the name gets auto-populated. All I have to do is quickly brief about this particular prospect and then say save and close. System is going to create a lead. This is option one. The other option that we also have is primarily through mobile app. So let me share my screen. of mobile app, and then maybe I can show you on how this is going to get reflected. Just give me a minute. Maybe I have to restart this once again. Sorry. So now what I'm going to do now is more to do with how do we scan a business card. So that's something I'm going to showcase right now. So let me share my screen, mobile screen. Yeah. I'm going to open up the mobile interface. So let's say this is my D365 sales app, and here you could notice I've got the upcoming appointments. So I can see the appointments which are already there as a salesperson, and here in the next section I could see the contacts which I have created, and I can see the list of opportunities or orders which I have created. And I can also see the details on what are the upcoming meetings for today, or even if I click on the subsequent details, probably I'll get those provisions as well. And through the mobile interface, I will be able to do the same navigation what I'm looking at in the browser version. Let's say if I want to quickly create a contact by simply scanning it. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to create a contact now. So instead of typing in the details, I'm going to simply scan the business card. So here I'm going to scan a business card here. I'm just going to take a quick picture and say use photo. So what would happen is system is going to read the card details, and it is going to pre-populate the fields of the contact person. And all I have to do is verify those details and just click save record. So this is one easy interface for the salesperson, wherein all he has to do is just take a picture of the business card, and system is going to populate the details. So here you could see the name, the title, the email address, phone number, and in fact the address as well. All I have to do is just click save, and it is going to populate the details for me. So this is how we can create those leads, whatever we have as part of the first phase, or the inquiries, whatever we capture as a salesperson. Then moving on, let's say, for example, I'm going to, let's assume that this lead has been created through either Outlook or through mobile app. So all we can do is we can perform various activities, which means I have to nurture this lead so that I'm going to qualify this to the next stage, which is going to be an opportunity. So I can perform various activities like phone call, email, task, and so on and so forth. The minute we say email, let's say, for example, I will be able to compose an email from the CRM itself. And the minute I click send email, it is going to reflect in my CRM as well as in my Outlook as well, which is seamlessly the mailbox will get synchronized, wherein from my email address, and I will be able to trigger an email to my customer as well. So here, if we want to, let's say, pick standard templates or standard email acknowledgements to customer, yes, you can have multiple email templates. Let's say, for example, I'm going to pick this, wherein I can have a number of templates that I want. So let's say, thank you for attending the event, or event registration. Pretty standard template. So I can apply those templates, and I can just straight away take it forward. And here you could see there is a personalization provision, which means instead of sending an email as dear customer, it's going to take the name of the person, and it's going to give you that personalized touch here. So that's something we have as part of the leads detail. And the stages what you see on top, which is qualify, the second stage is going to be develop, proposal, and closure. So those stages are completely configurable based on the business requirement or the business process that you would like to follow. And in fact, it's not just the stages. You could also see the questions which is very specific to each stages. That is also being made configurable. So, typically what happens is a salesperson, if you ask a salesperson to, prepare a task, you have to create a task here, it's basically a laborious one, or maybe more manual intervention required by the salesperson. So which they may not do. So rather what we also have as a provision is we have something called as a playbook. A playbook is nothing but it is going to automatically create certain tasks and activity. So all I have to do as a salesperson is, let's say for example, based on the scenarios, based on the use case. So let's say for example, I'm going to identify new stores for expansion. So if I click this particular playbook, system is going to pre-create activities for myself, wherein the salesperson, all he has to do is whether he has completed or not, or what is a progress. Just an updation is required from a systems point of view. So which I'm going to show you right now on by taking you to the playbook itself. So here you can see, as part of new store identification, there are 3 activities which is required by the salesperson to complete, and the completed activities are 0 at this point in time, and what is the status now, which is in progress. The minute I get into the playbook itself, I will be able to update the records, which means, okay, did I so okay, these are the tasks which has been created by the system. So did I do the initial introduction? All I have to do is yes, select, and let's say complete, done. So here what happens is system is going to say, all right, out of 3 activities, let's say for example, 1 has been completed, so remaining 2 more is there. So this gives the visibility for better reporting as well. So which means if I take a report out of all the leads for which I have done the initial set of activities, so that's going to help me generate a comprehensive report of what my sales team has done. That's something we can definitely take it out of the system. So as in the part of the process, if you'd like to have move on to the next stage, which is qualify. So which means the minute after the nurturing, the minute I say I'm going to move my lead to the next stage, which is basically an opportunity, all I have to do qualify this particular case. And as part of qualification, I may have to, you could see pretty much the standard process, which is, let's say, for example, I have the customer who is interested in, and the person with whom I'm talking to. And as you know, system can manage multiple currencies as well. So which means you can update your estimated revenue, as in by the salesperson, he can provide what is the estimated revenue out of this particular opportunity, and then it's going to get added to my sales funnel. And I can say when this particular prospect is going to get closed. Probably I'm updating as before, or early next week is something I'm planning to close this opportunity as well. So this can be managed. And as part of the quotation process, let's say, for example, if you have any products or services which has to be added, maybe you can manage those price lists and you can add all your quotations. Maybe I can just show you an example of how to add the products or services. So here you could see list of all these products, whatever we have. All I have to do is select and add those quantity. And then if I have to update those quantity and then say save opportunity. This is one way of doing it. The other one is more to do with, let's say I'm providing various services. So I don't have products. I don't sell boxes here. So rather it is a service. So instead you can do a write-in product on the fly, which means, let's say, for example, it's going to be for consulting services. And this is more to do with, let's say we are going to charge 2,500 pounds per hour and then say add. That's it. So which means I do not need an item or a product master to be part of the system, but still I'm able to update the values here, and I'm able to provide the the funnel value here, which you can see, which contributes up to 4,000 pounds here in this example. And the standard process, like any approvals for discounts or any approvals for preparing the quotation, yes, very much possible. And let's say if I wanted to let's say have a collaboration with my team member, let's say before, because I'm preparing a quote, I think I would like to have a word with my costing team member. So all I can do is open up Teams, within the CRM itself. And now I would like to say, all right, so can we have an interaction with my team member about this particular opportunity? So all I'm going to do now is click new link, and I'm going to say who is the salesperson or with whom I would like to have a word with. I'm going to pick this person and say, all right, so start chatting. So here what happens is system is going to have the chat window opened, which means whatever interactions that I will be typically doing it in Teams is something is going to pop up automatically here. So here you can see the topic, which has been taken from the name of the opportunity. And here, this is more to do with the customer name, which is Harris in this example. And this is how effectively you will be able to collaborate. And in fact, it's not just one person. Let's say if I wanted to have other people's discussion. Hi Prakash, do you have a minute for a call? So here, what would happen is, let's say I can typically do this interactions with my team members as well. So this is something also possible as part of the Teams integration. And now, because we are talking about quotations here, we are talking about documents or a quotation printout. So let's say, for example, we can generate quotations from the system. So which means you can have multiple templates or multiple formats for sharing the quotations. So those formats can be definitely configured as per your business need. Let's say, for example, I'm preparing a quotation, and let's say I'm going to export this as a PDF. Let's say I have an option here to say to pick whichever template that I could have. Let's say in this example, I have got 4 different templates. And this is the second option, wherein I can have a multiple, second template and the third template as well. So this can be directly emailed. So which means the minute I'm going to select a template and I'm going to say email, all it's going to do is it's going to prepare this as an attachment, and it's going to make this as a email activity in my system. All I have to do is compose the subject and hit send. So that's how easy it is for the person to send a quotation to the customer. So that is also available. And it's not just the quotation process. Let's say we also have provision to manage those quotations as well. Let's say, for example, I'm going to activate this quote. So which means if you wanted to have an approval process, so before sending a quotation, if you would like to get your manager's approval, definitely we can configure them as per the process that you have. And typically what happens is no customer is going to give us a quotation, order based on the first quotation. Definitely there's going to be revisions. So here you could see there will be a revision which is made provision here. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to do the first revision. So here you could see initially it was revision 1, now it is revision 0. Now all I'm going to do now is I'm going to, let's say, update the effective date to and from, which means till which date this quotation is valid. So I'm going to update this, and I'm going to update the payment terms as well, and the freight. And if at all I wanted to have those billing addresses to be auto-populated, all I can do is pick those addresses from the customer master, and then I should be able to add those addresses here. So that's definitely available. And as part of the last phase, so let's say, for example, I'm going to assume that I got an approval from my manager, so I'm going to activate this quotation again. So the final touch point is, let's say I'm going to create an order, which means I'm going to receive an order from the customer. So I'm going to close this particular opportunity as 1. So which means in the system I'm going to create an order. And as part of our order process, so which means I'm creating an order because I have received a purchase order from my customer. So that's the reason I have placed an order or created an order in the system. So which means there is a document which gets which will be received from the customer. It's not just the purchase order, it can be agreements, it can be technical descriptions or drawings or anything to do with this particular order. So in this case, what I would like to talk more about is the provision that we have for managing all the documents. So here, as part of CRM, pretty much similar to other Office application suites, we also have this provision for uploading various files. So here you could see Harris Pie is created as a customer now, and if I wanted to upload let's say any file, maybe I can very well do that. So which means I'm going to pick the file, I'm going to say upload and click OK. And just to help you understand how it's going to work, so this is the SharePoint portal using which we have done that integration. So if I navigate into accounts, it's going to show me all the accounts which has been created. So just to help you understand how it works, so this is the file which I just uploaded from the front end, which is CRM. So you also get to see the complete 360-degree view of a customer. So here I have a customer and I will be able to see all the files, whatever has been happening. And as part of the interaction in the timeline, from the initial inquiry till the opportunities that we have prepared, the quotations that we have sent, the lead which has been qualified, I can get the complete history from the timeline, whatever you're looking at. It's not just that, even I can also see the let's say all the orders which has been taken. Maybe I can just show you, sorry, the orders. Yeah. So here you can see all the orders which has been updated, and similar way, we can also manage all the interactions as well. And last but not least, from an application point of view, I should say system has got provision to manage multiple currencies. That's definitely available, and various organization hierarchy, as in sales territories or branches, that can also be managed, which means I have head office at one place under which I have got northeast, west, south zone. Under each zone I have got multiple branches wherein the sales team are completely spread across. So that's definitely part of the system. And talking more about the security aspect, so system has got provision for managing the permissions and the restrictions through security roles. So here I will be able to decide, okay, what a salesperson or what an individual can do based on a role that he performs. Let's say, for example, he has permission only to create, he cannot read, or he cannot write, or he cannot delete. So I can have those permissions which is being restricted. And very specifically, I would like to highlight, let's say, even though this being a Microsoft product, so if we say export to Excel must be restricted, yes, that's definitely possible through permissions. So which will help you to protect the leads or the contacts going out of the system. So that's definitely taken care of. And talking more about the dashboards and the reporting, so we have got let's say the standard charts, whatever you have. Maybe the basic one starts off with the, let's say, sales pipeline, and I can do a drill down from the chart itself. Let's say on the left side, let's say if I would like to know list of opportunities which are there in second phase, which is develop. The minute I click this cursor, I mean on this particular color, it's going to filter out the records to the right side. And if I want to do a further filter on who the potential customers are, and then say select, it's going to show me, all right, these are the list of customers which contributes to stage 2. So this is on opportunities and against the charts. And to make it even more flexible, I should say you can apply filters on all these columns that you are looking at. And let's say you don't like all these columns. Let's say if you want to add something more, you can do it by yourself. So all I'm going to do is add columns, and I'm going to say who is the salesperson. I'm going to pick this, and I can drag it and I can add. So it's going to come up here. And this is on managing the columns. And if you want to have an advanced filter, which means you wanted to add anything more controls or more filters for viewing the records, you also have this advanced filter provision. So wherein I can add a number of conditions based on the fields, whatever is part of the opportunity. And again, these are the functions, or these are the features which are available throughout the application, not just in opportunity. It can be done even in leads, it can be done in accounts, contacts, orders, everywhere. And definitely export to Excel option, which means all I have to do is export to Excel online, and I will be able to pull the records out. So that's definitely there. And from here, I have to say save as, download a copy, job done. So this is how effective you can move the data to Excel. And last one on dashboards, we also have, let's say, dashboards here, wherein I can use the existing the dashboards. Let's say I want to know list of opportunities for the last quarter or this quarter. I will be able to use the date filters here. Or if I would like to have a specific range, let's say starting from 4th of Jan and let's say end of mid-week of March, I can apply filters. I will be able to see the records here. And if I want to apply more filters, maybe I can show visual filters as well, which means I could see, yes, these are the opportunities which are available, and I would like to know list of let's say warm opportunities, or warm opportunities, which are 3 numbers, and I can see 3 out of those 3 opportunities, 2 opportunities are there in qualified, and 1 is there in the 5th stage. The minute I click this, it is going to show me those records, whichever phase it is. And let's say 1 has been closed, so the minute I click this, it's going to take me into the actual record itself. So that's definitely available. And last but not least, like what Prakash was talking about from the reporting and analytics. So let's assume that you don't like any of these dashboards. Maybe you wanted to come something on your own. Yes, you can very well do that. So here you have got a couple of options. One is D365 dashboard, which means this will allow you to have a custom dashboard. You can pick your dashboard by yourself and you can go forward. Or if you would like to connect Power BI to CRM, yes, you can very well do that as well. Let's say I'm gonna pick maybe CETAS here, and it's gonna show me the procurement details, or it's gonna show me the the retail analysis. These are the reports which are being defined in the using the Power BI views, and I will be able to view or visually see those Power BI reports as part of the CRM itself. So let's say I'm just going to show you here on a bigger screen, and the data is actually there in the CRM, and the views are being defined using the Power BI, but the visualization is again happening in the CRM system. That's one. And yeah, I think that's the last thing which I would like to talk about. So whatever I've been talking about in the web application, all you can do is be created in the web version, and I will be able to see the same thing within Teams as well. So on a nutshell, so this is what we have from Microsoft offering for D365 sales, and I hope you are able to have a basic idea of how this particular application can value add your business. Over to you, Prakash.
Thank you, Jairam.